channel. My name is Kristen. Welcome if this is your first time stopping by. Today's video is going to be my February TBR, and I am going to be using these books that I placed on here in the early beginning of the year, just because we didn't do a seasonal TBR with the TBR jar so far this year, so we're going to do that starting in spring for the summer, or for the spring and summer months. So we're going to pick off of this cart for the books that I want to put on my TBR this month, and we are going to be using my Spin the Wheel method. So if you guys are new here, I do a Spin the Wheel TBR where I spin the wheel and the TBR prompt will show up, and then I will pick a book off of my TBR cart that corresponds to that prompt. So I'm super excited about this. I love doing this little TBR way. If there's a different way that you guys would like to see me do my TBR, please let me know. I have, I could do the TBR jar. I've seen like those new scratch off cards. I think those are really fun too. So just let me know guys, like what you guys want to see. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So I'm gonna pick 8 books this month. I think it's a little bit high for me, but I want to have kind of a variety to pick from, so I may not get to all 8 of these, but we will see how I do this month. And I am hoping for a lot of romance and a lot of cozy vibes because it has been so dreary that I feel like I just need some brightness in my life. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to spin the wheel for the first one. Okay, so for our first TBR prompt, it is the second chance trope, which means I can pick a romance, which I'm so excited about. So let's see. Okay, so on this TBR cart, I have 2 that are potentials, and one is called Second Chance Vacation by Nicole Ryan. She's an indie author, and then the other one is Love in Other Words. And I'm going to tell you right now, just based off of vibes, I think Love in Other Words is going to have to be our first book on our February TBR. I've been putting this book off for way too long, and I'm ready for my heart to be torn apart and put back together. Let's do our next spin. Over 400 pages. Okay, so that is going to, without a doubt, be Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. It is about time for me to read this. I am really excited about this book, even though a lot of people were excited about the third book, Things We Left Behind. I really love Nash, so I'm really excited about reading Nash's story and Lena. I think it's Lena, right? Yep. So this will be our over 400 page book, and I think so far we're doing a good Valentine stack. Let's do our third spin. This says author duo, which is ironic because I already picked Christina Lauren. So I think we're gonna have to do another Christina Lauren book because I have quite a few of her books on this list. So the other Christina Lauren book that I'm going to be reading will be Christina Lauren's Soulmate Equation. This is a book that I have had on my TBR for quite some time. This one follows a woman who is working to create an app or DNA-based matchmaking company that is supposed to change the dating game, and I think that she's like the first test subject, and she finds some compatibility with a guy, and it's like their rom-com story. So I'm super excited about this one, and I think that'll be a really nice, like, kind of STEMinist one to add to our list. Number 4. This one says it starts with the same letter as your name. So my first name starts with K, so I doubt we'll have anything, but we shall double check. It actually was not as hard as I thought it would be, and we are gonna go with Kiss the Girl by Zoraida Cordova, and this is a meant-to-be novel. This follows Ariel. Ariel is a famous pop singer with her sister's girl group. They're the Siren Sevens, and then she falls in love with another band member, and they are meant to be. So it's kind of following Ariel and Eric, but in a new universe and more modern. So we shall see how this goes. I'm super excited. I love any like famous trope, so this one will be a good one. Let's do number 5. This is a 2022 bestseller. I should really update this to a 2023 bestseller. So I'm going to say 2023 bestseller, and let's look at what we've got. Love Theoretically. Things We Left Behind, Things We Hide from the Light. So it could be Love Theoretically or Things We Left Behind, but I can tell you right now that it's not going to be this one just because we already have Things We Hide from the Light on here. 7 Year Slip is on here. Okay, I think that's a good list to pick out of. So we're going to not do 7 Year Slip because we already have Things We Left Behind, or sorry, Things We Hide from the Light on the list. So it's going to be between Love Theoretically and 7 Year Slip. I think I'm going to do Love Theoretically. I've put this off way too long. I had it on so many TBRs last year and never got to it. And this is a book that I really want to read. And I love Allie Hazelwood's books. She's also coming out with her next one this month. I think it's called Bride. It's her first like paranormal romance. So I think reading an Allie Hazelwood will really make the month a perfect, ideal reading month for me. So yeah. So we have 5 books so far. We have to pick 3 more. So let's go. Under 200 pages. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have a book that's under 200 pages, but we can see. Shady Hollow looks pretty short. That's 219. So that's a little bit over 200, but if we just kind of consider it a little bit shorter, you know, we can maybe go with that one. This one, oh. Ooh, I actually have one that could be perfect, and I can see it right here. So we're going to do a novella, and we are going to read Killjoy from A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is the novella that is supposed to be the prequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder that she came out with, and this is only 117, so this is perfect. So we have a book that's super long and a book that is super short in this entire list so far. Okay, let's do number 7. Okay, this one says Map in the Beginning. This is one of my least favorite ones that I put on here, but I do have some fantasy books that I want to get to this year, so let's see if Guild has one. Okay, so no to that one. Does Shady Hollow have a map? Just curious. Cast of characters. There is a map in the beginning of this one. That's exciting. Okay, let's see. Sometimes in like thrillers, they'll have like a little map in the beginning. Let's take a look here. Yeah. So this one is Truly Devious. This one has a map in the beginning. Let's see what else we could do. Does Legends and Lattes have a map? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. What about Finley Donovan? I'm just seeing if there's any other options to put on our TBR. Curse So Dark and Lonely has a map, so this one is at potential as well. Then we've got Throne of the Fallen, which I'm telling you right now, I know it's going to have a map, but this one is not going to be on our TBR. This is just too big with all the other big books we have on here. This is, I think, over 500 pages. Yeah. Okay, so we have some options. We have Shady Hollow, Truly Devious, and A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And I can tell you right now, just based on the weather, based on my cozy vibes that I've been going for, we are going to pick Shady Hollow, which is a series where we are introduced to a village called Shady Hollow, and it has woodland creatures living together in harmony until a curmudgeonly toad turns up dead and a local reporter has to solve the case. So it's a murder mystery with little animal characters, woodland creatures, that have to solve the case together. And I think that is the cutest thing and a perfect little breakup in what we have going on here. So very excited about that. And our last book. And this one says A Pink Cover, which is perfect for our month of February. So Finley Donovan is killing it. It's definitely a pink cover. Wildfire, I would say, is like a pink and orange kind of combo. Let's see. really. That's okay. We could do Betting on You by Lynn Painter, which is her most recent YA book, and we could do, I have so many options for this. Jeez. Okay. I've got a lot of pink on this book cart. So we have Love in the Time of Serial Killers, which would be cute to read for Valentine's Day. Then we have The Heart Principle, which has been on my TBR for years and years and years, probably one of my oldest ones, so that is a good possibility. We have Betting on You by Lynn Painter, which is a recent release. We have Wildfire by Hannah Grace, and then we have Finley Donovan is Killing It. So I'm going to figure out which one I want to read because I have no idea. So I've narrowed it down, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is seeing, like, when it comes to it, like seeing which vibe I want to go for. And I think if I can read all 8 of these books, I want to. Plus, Divine Rivals is my book club book, so that is my other one, so I'll have 9 on this list. So if I get through all 8 of the books that are on my list, I think I'm going to gift myself with something. I haven't decided what yet, but kind of as an incentive, because I need to get these physical books off my TBR. But I think I'm going to leave both of these available to me for my 8th pick, just because I don't know which vibe I'll be feeling. Like, this one's more adult, and it kind of has some true crime mixed in, which I love. And then this one's young adult, and a probably super easy read, so that's why I kind of want to leave both available to me. So here is my pile of books that I'm going to hopefully read this month. I think that this will be a really good reading month. I think we have a really good variation in, like, styles of books and, like, book feelings and, like, coziness. So I'm super excited about this list, and I think that I can actually get through these. Like, I genuinely feel, like, super excited to read these, so I think that'll really help with wanting to get through this whole list. Okay, so I'm going to rearrange my cart, and then we will finish out the video, so let me do that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any ideas of how you want me to do this TBR video in the future, please let me know down below. I would love to try different ways and explore, like, different ways to kind of dwindle down my physical TBR. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you in our next video. Bye!